Hello and welcome to the live stream, and thank you for being here. Don't forget to tweet the live stream out, put a thumb on it, put a thumbs up, tweet that out, thumb it up, thumb it up, thumb it up. Also add it to a playlist, and after the show, come back and leave me a comment down below. I hope that you're all having an amazing day. I want to today have a bit of a tech talk, talking about you, what you use. I'll tell you what I use for creating videos and live streaming and all that. Razzmatazz. Welcome, Shanette Williams. Welcome, the Great Beard, Tony Patriot, Aisha J, Ace Clan. Tweet this out, guys. Stick a thumbs up on it. If you don't have a Twitter, you should get one. All right, let's get this show started. I'm going to tweet this out, so just give me a minute here, guys. Give me a minute.
Hey, it's Jason from Magic Jones. If you enjoy this song, subscribe now for another one next week. I've been doing it for years. I got my 5 minutes of fame. I got my subscriber count to 1K. Hashtag IAmACreator. Hashtag I have a Twitter. I want you to subscribe. Add it to my playlist, baby. Hashtag James Cox. I started my Twitter just for you. I bought a hashtag subreddit too. Hashtag IAmACreator. Yeah. Hashtag IAmACreator. Yeah. I want you to subscribe. Add you to my playlist, baby. Hashtag James Cox. Hashtag James Cox.
That is, of course, Magic Jones, and you can find Magic Jones at magicjones.com. Go and subscribe to Magic Jones and tell him that James Cox sent you. All right, let's have a look at the chat. We've got Mods Video, Ace Clan, Michigainer E, Life with Stephanie, Sane Auto, how you doing? Tara Telling, Shanette Williams. Tweet the live stream out, guys. Let everybody know we're live. Let everybody know we're live. Lee Visual Studios, how you doing? Brocknex, how you doing? How you doing? Tara Telling. All right. So, yeah, I'm just trying to figure out, guys, I'd like to know from you guys what tech equipment that you use. What do you use to create your videos? If you're a live streamer, what do you use for live streaming? Let me know what software you use. I still use it's a Lenovo ThinkPad. That's my laptop that I use for live streaming. It's an i7. It's not an up-to-date one of these generations. I don't know what generation it is. And I have 32 gigs of RAM. I have a 540 gigabyte hard drive. I'm still on Windows 7 Professional. And the software that I use for editing is Filmora by Wondershare. Wondershare Filmora. That's what I use. I also use Camtasia Studio, and I'm live streaming right now. What I do my effects with while I'm live streaming is I am using it's called Manicam. So What software do you use, guys? What do you use? Are you on Mac? Are you on PC? Do you live stream? If you live stream, what do you use for live streaming with? What type of software do you use for making videos? Let me know. Ace Clan says I use Clip Champ and Power Director. So you use that for using for editing videos. The Great Beard says he likes Pinnacle Studio 22. I used to use Pinnacle Studio. I forget which version it was. I think it was like 13 or 14. And it was pretty good, but it did put a toll on my processor at the time. So Ace is on a Chromebook. The Great Beard is on PC for life. Lee Visual says, can't wait to get a digital camera. Alicia Johnson uses iMovie. I guess you're on a Mac, right? You on a Mac? Tony Patriot says, can't figure out anything. He's lost. Okay. Else Lord says, use a Samsung tablet and phone with the video and InShot apps. Richard Gainer E says he uses PC installed with Windows 10. My editing software is Premiere Pro. Don't you have to pay for that though? Isn't that like in the cloud? You have to, and how much is that? How much is Premiere Pro? Jeanette Williams is on a Mac. Brockneck says I'm using a 4-year-old Alienware laptop and it still gets along well. What processor is in that, Brocknex? How many gigs of RAM? What Windows are you on? Mac Antone says I use Filmora sometimes, but mostly use Power Director. Ace Clan says I use Google Hangouts to stream too. Okay. Aisha J says I use UCut video editor. Shep says I've just started to edit with Premiere Pro. Isn't that a subscription though? Don't you have to pay like a subscription fee? You don't actually own Premiere, right? Am I correct there? Alicia Johnson says, yeah, Mac. Our Life Vlog says I'm new. I use my phone and InShot. I'm still learning how to edit on my laptop Windows. Elf Lords. Rockneck says I use Adobe Premiere Pro. Again, don't you have to pay a subscription every year? Okay, how much is the subscription? How much is the subscription? Muscle Car Appraisal, how you doing? But you can get the student discount is what I have. Okay. So Shep says the student discount for Premiere Pro. I'm Ben HD says I use iMovie and InShot. Dakota family, how you doing? All right. So Shep's pays £16 a month for Premiere. So that's about 30. I think that's about $30. No, about $25. It's like about $1.50 per pound. Dakota family says that his wife uses Corel. The whole creative suite is around 60-ish a month, I think. I have Premiere Pro, Audition, Photoshop, and Illustrator. $60. Are you talking dollars? Lee Visuals? Live with Stephanie says, how do you do all the cool effects and text while live? Is it an app? Yeah, this is Manicam. I use Manicam, but other people use OBS. OBS, and there's another one. I forget what the other one is. OBS, and my mind's drawing a blank. It is OBS, but it's like an easier version to use than OBS. Dollars, okay. If you've not tweeted the live stream out, guys, tweet the live stream out. Let's try to figure out what people are using. So I've just downloaded Filmora Wondershare 9, and that's the video that I just used. Yeah, Streamlabs is good for streaming. If anybody wants to come up on the live stream and have a chat, let me know. If you're connected to me on Twitter, I will send you the link, and you can come up here and we can have a chit chat about this if you want to come up here. I'll send you the link via Twitter, and you can just click that link, and provided you have Google Hangouts, you can come up here. You, me, and Benny, how you doing? Millie, how you doing? Smash that like button, guys, and share the live stream out. If you come to my live stream, guys, please watch the ad on your way in. Don't be too hasty. You know, I'm trying to make money doing this. I got to be honest with you. I'm trying to make money on YouTube, so I can help more people here on YouTube. So please watch the ads. If you could kindly donate, the best way to donate is via the PayPal. Greatly appreciate any kind donations. Streamlabs, that's it. That's the one. I believe it's based on OBS, but Streamlabs, yes. Streamlabs is the one. Thank you, Sheps. If you could kindly donate, the best way to donate is via the PayPal. I greatly appreciate any kind donations. But if you want to super chat, go ahead and super chat. I greatly appreciate any kind of donations. But if you can't afford to donate, please watch the ads. Please share my videos. Please, tweet my videos out. If you want to be featured on the IAmACreator YouTube channel, get in contact with me. There are videos on my channel and the IAmACreator. That's youtube.com. I'm going to put that in the chat here right now. youtube.com, www.youtube.com/IAmACreator. If you go and watch the congratulations, 1,000 subscribers video on that channel. And I explain in there what you have to do. The video, if you make a video, you want to be featured, you want to be in a premiere on my channel, I will premiere you on this channel along with everybody else. I will premiere you, and I'll put your links in the description box, right? I will also put you on the IAmACreator YouTube channel, and I'll tweet you out on 4 Twitter accounts. So if you want to be featured, that link is right there to the IAmACreator. I guess you got to put https://www.youtube.com/IAmACreator. Go watch the 1,000 subscribers congratulations video for instructions on how to be featured and promoted and be in a premiere on my channel. I should do it. I copy it. There you go. That link works. So yeah, do you know if you unlist a video, it still counts as watch time? If you unlist it, if you have videos, yeah, I mean, if it's still on your, if you delete a video off your channel, James Cox, sorry, Say Notice says, tweet me a link. I got a few minutes. Okay, let me send you the link to the live stream. Where's my mouse gone? I've lost it. Here we go, I think. There we go. Let me get this link to Sane Auto. Oh, it's Victor Sane. That's why it's not coming up. Victor Sane Auto. right. There you go, Victor. I've sent you the link. Sent you the link, Victor. Simply Zella, how you doing? Hunting and stuff with J&J. I'm doing awesome sauce. Thanks for asking. Yumi and Benny, how you doing? Rissa, Yvonne, how you doing? Simply Zella, how you? Gorilla Bertek, V4, Veronica, how are you? Vane and Emma. Smash that like button, guys, and share the live stream out. Let everybody know that we are live. We're talking tech today. We're talking what video editing software. Yes, I see that. Thank you for being here, Rissa. Thank you for being here. So, I'm awesome sauce, Sans Ferrero. Thanks for asking. Alicia Johnson Lifestyle says, James Cox, thanks for the link. You're welcome. So if you want to be promoted, guys, if you want to get more subscribers, on your YouTube channel, and I'll show you here what I'm talking about. Let me just pull up the IAmACreator channel, right? Let me just pull this up right here. Let me pull it up. Let me pull this up right here. Let me show you what I'm talking about. All right, so let's have a look at this. Okay. So this is the IAmACreator, right? Here's the link. All you got to do is type in IAmACreator, right? Type in IAmACreator or youtube.com/IAmACreator. And you'll see here that there are people that have their videos on this channel. And you can be featured on here. You just have to make a video like these people, right? So you got Bumper Paxton, you got Carol's Daily Sauce, you've got Love Patrice, you got Techno Snipe, you got Beauty on a Budget, you've got the Fish Sandwich Show, you've got Nevere Fam, you've got AM21, you got me doing live streams on here. You've got the Unknowns, you've got Sherry Macmillan, and this is the video that I'm talking about. If you go and watch this video, on here, right, this will tell you how you get featured on this channel. So this is the video. Congratulations, 1,000 subscribers on the #IAmACreator channel and how to be featured right here. This is the video. I'll put the link in the chat, right? I'll put the link in the chat in a minute, but this is the video. This is the video right here. So if you want to be featured, we've got Sean and Shay, we've got John Puppet Man, we've got Fan Channel. And look at these. Some people are getting a lot of views, 137, 135 views. That's Fan Channel, Old Dirty Ninja, right? Ens Ferrero's got 101 views on his. Makeup by Nicole's got 118 views. And if we go further down here, you know, you've got Remy Moore, you got Wounded Moose, you've got Charles Bustle, you got Sanaya Diamonds, 115 views. You've got Tony Patriot, you got ZZ on Deck, Happy Hunter, Wawea, Studio Geek, Marcel Harding, Red December 02. Red December 02 has 175 views on her video. Elizabeth Connolly, 74 views. The Streaming Gamer, the Kiwis, ATJH Travels. Michiganer E's got 113 views on his. Mockingjay TV Productions. Nikki D's got 110 views on hers. Angel Domingue, 119. Jace Jacobs, 91. Travis Cox, 144 views. The Bar Breakdown, 111. Corn Life Network, 105. The Family Show 439 views. Aaron Storm, 146 views. Deer's Life, 125. And Radio TRD has 172 views on his video. So if you want to be featured on here, then what we do, once we've got a minimum of 2 hours of content, right? Once I've got a minimum of 2 hours of content, what I do is I stitch them all together in one video, and I do a premiere here on my channel, so you can show up, and everybody else that's part of this amazing community, you can all show up. And when you all show up, guess what? You can be chatting in the chat, and then your video, right? And then your video will be shown. Your video will be shown in there, and you can all talk with everybody that's in it. So if you want to make a video, you got to put the work in, guys. You got to put the work in. If you don't put the work in, you're not going to be featured. I can't feature you. I can't feature you unless you put the work in. Hot Melinda, Paranormal Damien, broadcast. So if you want to make a video, you got to put the work in. Can you mute that? The work in. You got the YouTube playing. Featured. I can't. There we go. Thank you. So I can't feature you. I can't do anything for you unless you make that video. So I'm going to put the link. Here is the video. Here's the video on how you get featured on the hashtag IAmACreator YouTube channel. How you doing, Victor?
Hey, how you doing, James?
Long time. How's it been?
It's been going great. I sold some of my commercial property and I had a lot of inventory in there. I had to move it all out. So I've been really busy for a while. Lots of really good problems.
Oh, cool. So we're talking tech today. What computer do you use? What editing software do you use? Your camera, all that stuff. What do you use?
Actually, I have recently upgraded to an HP Pavilion with the i7 8th generation core processor. And there's a video on my Sane Enterprises channel reviewing this laptop. It's got like 8 gigabytes of RAM, which is twice as much as my other laptop, which is still going, by the way. And I use this laptop now for my lives on my Sane Enterprises channel, and I use the older laptop still for my live sessions on Sane Auto every Sunday.
Cool.
But I'm doing all my editing on this new laptop because it has the faster processor. And I have just the other day was editing, and I'm using DaVinci too. I upgraded that. I was using that Windows Movie Maker thing for so long because I knew how everything worked in it, and I had been using it for a while, and I was very reluctant to change. But it was Camaro Time, Pete at Camaro Time, that talked me into switching to DaVinci, and I'm so glad I did. It was really hard to learn for the first month, maybe 2 months. I was really slow at it. I went from being quick at editing to being really slow, but now I'm just so glad I changed to the DaVinci because there's so much more editing stuff that I can do.
Right.
And that makes a huge difference in your channel growth because, I mean, if you get a ton of eyeballs to look at your videos, but you haven't put the time and effort into making your videos just really, really great, then you can't get those eyeballs to stick.
That's right. And we've said this, with the hashtag IAmACreator, that content is king. If you're making great content, that when people manage to get their eyes on you, right? When they manage to get their eyes on you and they say, wow, this is great. This is great editing, great information or whatever it is. And the videos are really well made and put together. Then obviously, regardless of, somebody's not getting a notification, there's a good chance that they'll just type your name into YouTube and come to your channel to see if you've, put any content out lately. So content is king. And that was the whole idea behind the hashtag IAmACreator, was to get eyes on people's great content, because there's so many people out there that make content that don't get seen for whatever reason, whether, the algorithm doesn't give them a fair shake or whatever.
Yeah, especially if it's really good, clean, non-controversial, family-friendly content. It really doesn't have any of that LCD. And sometimes it seems like the YouTube algorithm wants to promote the very things they say they don't want on YouTube.
Right.
And so, and that's kind of reflective of a lot of other parts of life. You know, the squeaky wheel gets the grease, the loudest gets the most attention. Well, if you're making really good content, you may or may not get promoted. And that's what's so great about communities like IAmACreator, is they're there to help you get the eyeballs to your channel. But once a really great community like IAmACreator gets eyeballs to your channel, then it's up to you to create the really great content and do all the other best practices that we've all talked about and other experts have talked about to get those eyeballs to stick.
Right.
And to not make those eyeballs feel like they've got to, you know, force themselves to watch your content. You know, so and you also you can copy everyone else's good habits, but you also have to interject your own personality and your own everything else in there, because you got to have this balance of being the same as the great stuff that you've watched and that you've been drawn to and that you don't have any problem with sitting there watching for long periods of time, and new or different material, so that you're not just copying, but you're adding some value to whatever you create. You're not really creating, you know, you don't want to get caught up in just copying. And then you've got to be very, very careful not to copy any bad habits either. Even if you think you're going to get a quick boost for your channel from it, just avoid that like the plague. It's not worth it. It's not worth having stuff out there that you're going to be embarrassed about just to get a quick boost on views. You're better off spending a lot of time networking and building relationships with other people in a community like this to get lots of views. And then, like you said, content is king. If you don't have the content, and if you don't create the content and don't create it really well, and that's a good thing to be having the discussion on what you use in your editing software and stuff like that, like you're doing tonight, because that can be critical in your content. I mean, you can make great content with just nothing but a cell phone, but you can also get free editing software for your cell phone. I've played around with a couple of things like that. It's really difficult for me to edit on the phone.
Yeah, I don't know how people do it, but some of these younger generation people, they, you know, I've seen some amazing videos like taken on a cell phone and edited and put up on YouTube. And I just don't know how these people do it. It's absolutely amazing. I just want to say hi to a few people in the chat that's come in. Micah, August, Simply Zeller, Kate and Kat, how you doing? Asia J, Rissa, Yvonne, V for Veronica, Amanda's Halls and Blogs, J Real Slots, how you doing? So I just want to ask everybody in the checks, and I want to exclude them. What are you using? What Enz Ferrero, how you doing? Taylor Weston, how you doing? What are you using? What PCs do you use, or Macs? What Mac have you got? What PC have you got? What platform are you on? Simply Zealous says, James, I filmed my video. It's unlisted. Okay, so if you can private message me that through Twitter, I will put that video up on the IAmACreator YouTube channel, Simply Zealous. I will put it up there. Just make sure it stays unlisted. Do not unlist it. And once it's up there, you can actually delete it off your channel if you want. So V4 Veronica says they use iMovie. Okay, so is that on your phone? Do you make your videos on your phone, or do you make them on a computer? So Taylor Weston says they use a MacBook and iMovie. V for Veronica says they use KineMaster. Is that on a phone?
I've got KineMaster on my phone. I've used it a couple of times, but
Simple
I think they
Rosella
have
will
a.
use iMovie on my phone. Rosella wants to use a Samsung phone. So you edit all your videos on a Samsung phone? Wow, it's an app. Okay, cool. Amanda's Halls and Blog says that they use their phone. I mean, I don't know. You guys are amazing. If you can make videos using a phone, you know, I was talking to somebody once and they were using their phone. They got an iPhone. I think it was like an 8 or something like that. And they were using their iPhone. But they said they made this great movie, but they couldn't upload it because it kept on telling them they were out of memory or something. So that was, you know, was a problem. As Pharaoh says that I edit my videos with Final Cut Pro X on my Mac Mini. Okay, you got an iMac Mini. Is it an i7 or is it an i5? I have a Mac Mini here. I have an i5 Mac Mini. And it's pretty fast, actually. Maybe I need to start switching to that for doing my live streaming and stuff. Rosella Yvonne says, yes, I use an app called Power Director. On the computer or on your phone? Asia J says, I use a Motorola phone and U-Cut for editing. I've got a Motorola phone. I've got a G5. And the thing I like about the Motorola phone, although I'm not really au fait with the, I don't really like the, I don't really like the operating system on the phone. What's it called? I prefer the iPhone software, the operating system. Android. I'm not really, I mean, I'm getting used to it, but the thing that I like about my phone is the battery life on it. And I really need to get like a SIM card for it so that I can get more memory. It comes with 32 gig of RAM, but you know, for photos and video, that is one thing that I like about this phone, that I can put a SIM card in it and I can put extra memory, in it. The Rosella Yvonne says that, Riza Yvonne, sorry, says on her phone. And as Ferrero does not know what type of Mac Mini I have. Can you look in the settings? I think it tells you whether it's an i5 or an i7. I think it tells you in the, you know, in your settings what it is.
Are you still using your phone for recording video?
I don't use my phone for recording video. I've got lots of stuff, equipment. The camera that I use the most is this little guy. And this is an Olympus. It's an Olympus Tough. And the reason why I like this is you can drop it. You can bang this around. It's shockproof. If I was to drop this on the floor, it wouldn't break. And the other thing I like about it is that I can, you know, it's got this, you know, the screen here. You can flip it up so you can see if you're vlogging like this, you can actually see whether you're in frame or not. This is also waterproof. So it's shockproof, waterproof. You could drop this. They say you could drop this from 7 feet. I mean, I could throw this across the room and I won't be scared of it breaking. So that's why they call it a Tough. This is the Olympus. So this, by the way, guys, everything that I'm mentioning in the live stream today, it's not a paid advertisement, but I use this. It has a zoom on it. It's waterproof. I could put this underwater. You know, I could dunk it underwater. I can get water on it. And it's a great camera for making videos. I think
How
it's
does the
about,
autofocus do?
it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's a really good camera. The videos that you've seen, the majority of videos, if you go onto my channel and look at the kayaking videos, if you type in James Cox kayaking, this is what I use. I take this kayaking with me, and it has this little, you know, tripod. The tripod was $20. Put these rubber bands on it so the legs don't spray out. You can also, if you're looking for somewhere high up, you can, you know, you can wrap the legs around something so you can use a video. For that coffee time video, if you go to my channel, that quick coffee time video, I shot it on this. That's what I shot it on, and then I used Filmora. And I used the pole that was in the park. It was a pole, and I clamped this using the legs around it, and I positioned the camera basically so the legs were out like that, and I position the camera like that. So I actually use the pole in the park to use as a tripod, and these legs, this is like one of those gorilla pods. I use these legs, I wrap them around the pole and position the camera like this where I wanted it to shoot the video. It's got a flash on it. You can take photographs with it. You can do selfies. You know, it's got all different kinds of settings. You can record at 60 frames per second. I actually have a video on my channel about this little camera. But of course, the camera that I use the most is my live streaming, because I live stream more than anything, and that's what I use. That's a Logitech 720p camera. So I use that. I use this phone for live streaming when I'm in my car. This is the Motorola G5. And if I want to do anything that, you know, where stuff's not going to get wet or be dropped, or, you know, then I use this big guy. This is a Canon, and I've not used this in a long time. And, you know, your videos are not, you don't have to have expensive equipment like this, right? This is a $3,000 camera, right? I never use it, right? This is an XA25, and if I open this up, this will record forever. There's 2 slots here that you can put, you know, SD cards in, and it'll record forever, right? So this is a camera if you want to have something that's very, very professional. It's got the shotgun microphone on it. I use that, and then I have another camera, which is, hold on a second here. This one here. This is another Olympus. This is an Olympus OMD EM1, and I hardly ever use these. You know, I mean, this does not have a fully articulated screen, you know, but it does have a bit of an articulated screen. So, you know, if you're in a crowd and you want to put it above your head and see what's on the screen, you can see, you can tilt it, or if you're down like low, you can look down on it. But so I have that, and like I say, you know, the camera does not make you. You make your equipment. You don't have to have, you know, expensive cameras to do YouTube. I've learned my lesson. But one thing I'll say about the Canon, the XA25, if I want to zoom in to something that's very, very far away, you know, that gets it done. So if I'm like 50 feet or 100 feet away from something and I want to get a close up of it, that does it. If I want to use radio microphones, which is what I've got, I can plug, you know, so if they're using a radio microphone with the lapel mic on it, the transmitter, I can hook the receiver onto the top of that, and I can do, you know, I could do long, far away shots. So if somebody's interviewing somebody, I don't have to be close up to get the audio, if you get what I'm saying.
Well, you mentioned Logitech, and that's what I'm on right now. Yeah. A Logitech 920, and that's what we use for our live streams. I move it from laptop to laptop because these laptops have camera and microphone and everything, but they're not as good as the Logitech.
Yeah.
And I do have the nice expensive DSLR, which is the Nikon, and it does really well, mostly on my still shots. I don't take much of my video with this anymore.
Right.
Though it's a very nice, expensive camera and nice, expensive DSLR. My newer phone, I went back to using the phone for most of my video because, of course, I do repair videos and I do show car videos and stuff. And outside a vehicle, this does really well.
Yeah.
And the autofocus does really well. But when you get into an interior or engine bay, something like that, this is still very superior. Not a superior lens, although it does have a bigger lens than any other phone that I've ever had.
What phone is that?
This is an LG. It's the first LG I've ever had. I had Samsung, every phone I had before this, and they had really good autofocus and lighting and stuff like that. But they didn't have as good a lens as this does. It's got a nice big lens for a cell phone.
Right.
And I've just got I do the cheap straight talk and the what is it, the Metro PCS. This one's on Metro PCS now.
Yeah, I like the straight talk. I like the straight talk. That's what I
Yep.
use on mine. No contract. But the other good thing that I like about this camera, it's got two little like things here to make sure, is, you know, it's not that big. So off the stand, I can just put this in my pocket. But
Yeah,
you know, like I
that's
said,
another
you know,
advantage is car shows and stuff. This can go in your pocket. I can also carry this around really well. This is for the cell phone, and it's a stabilizer, and it's a very good
Right.
stabilizer. It's the G4 Pro, which for the money you get a really, really good stabilizer. Of course, I did the certified refurbished thing, and it worked out well. I got lucky. I got a really good one.
right.
But this was, I think this was less than $200. It's been probably 6 months since I bought this, and it has done me very well. I still haven't filmed a review of it yet, so I do need to do that, because I noticed on my St. Enterprises channel, even though we do a lot of sales and management and channel growth and stuff like that, the videos like this, where we're talking about what we use, the equipment we use, stuff like that, seem to get the most views on that channel.
Right.
Of course, this channel, St. Auto, we get the most views on our repair videos, but they don't draw a lot of subscribers. They get tons and tons of views, but people just watch them. They get the value out of them that they want, and then they leave.
Do you ask for, through that video, do you ask for subscribers
I
up
do.
front, in the middle, and at the end?
I sure do. I do a lot of calls to action for subscribership. As a matter of fact, you'll see on all my videos now, and I made a video on St. Enterprises showing how to do this. There's a subscribe button from front to end on every video that I have.
Uh-huh.
And then, of course, there's still the conventional calls to action where I ask the people to subscribe. Sometimes it's a right part of the intro, a little flash of a subscribe button. Sometimes it's another flash near the end of the video, and a verbal ask for a subscription as part of the outro. But it's definitely there. Now, if you see in some of our really, really early videos before we learned to do that, and that's one of the things that we talked about a lot in the IAmACreator group over a year ago, when it was first starting, because a lot of those really good habits and those really good what's the word I'm trying to say? The best practices. We talked about those a lot early on, and everybody was just learning about that, including ourselves. And even though we'd been on YouTube for a long time, we just weren't doing all of those things. But we quickly corrected that, and we've been doing that for quite some time. But there are just certain niches that they have an easy time getting subscribers, but they don't seem to get the watch time. And certain niches seem to get all the watch time you'd ever want, but just can't get the subscribers. And so everybody has their own unique problems. And sometimes the regular best practices alone just don't work. And then you've got to be coming to a community like this on a regular basis. We operate in 3 or 4 communities to help facilitate all our growth. And I'm not saying that that's the best thing for everyone listening, to operate in 3 or 4 different communities, but at least you need to be operating and spending a lot of time in at least 1 or 2 communities and building relationships and networking and doing that, because you got to do that in any business you're in. And YouTube is no different. You can't go it alone. You can't
That's
just
right.
do all this stuff by yourself. You need to make friends. The best way to make friends is to just start with the mindset of how can I help other people with their channel, and go out there and do that. And and when you're in a community like this, there's a lot of good examples of people that are doing that, and you're one of them. I mean, constantly creating pages on other platforms all the time to try to promote other channels and shouting other channels out and talking about ideas of how to grow other channels and help other channels. And if you're doing that, see, what was it? I've got it on the board here somewhere. Yeah, over here on my whiteboard, it says, teaching people to increase their income will increase your income. Well, the same thing works with growing your channel. Teaching other people to grow their channel and helping other people to grow their channel will grow your channel. And you call it paying it forward, which is very true. It's a pay it forward mentality. And another way of saying it, you've heard the expression, you get what you give. Well, you got to give first in order, for that get to happen.
Right.
Some people call it karma. And I don't know if you believe in karma or not, but
Oh,
I do
absolutely.
believe for sure that for sure one thing that's undeniable is that on YouTube, karma is real.
Yeah. It is
There
definitely
is
real.
Yep.
Yeah, whatever you put out there, you're definitely going to get back. And what if you're paying it forward all the time, eventually something's going to give, and it might come back in little bits and bobs, or it just might just boom, something might just snap, and all of a sudden, you've got all these people coming to your channel.
Yeah, it can be like that. It could be, you just give and give and give and give, and it doesn't seem like it's doing any good. And then later on, if you stick to it and don't give up, later on you just see this avalanche of growth.
Yep. Just never give in. Just keep doing it. You can change, you can change the program a little bit to add a little bit of something else in to see if that brings anything else to your channel. Or you could take things away, because sometimes less is more.
Yeah, I've now that I have 500-600 videos on the Saint Otto channel, I have gone back, especially this year. I had already deleted some last year, but especially this year, I've gone back and some I've deleted, and some I just what is it when you click on the thing? It says I just put them back private.
Okay.
And because if they had a lot of views and stuff and a lot of comments and everything, and the Google algorithm, sees that as part of the channel wide, the whole package. So you may not want to lose all the views for something that's got a lot of views, or all the comments, all that activity. So you can put it on private if you don't think that video is quite the quality that you're producing now, and it's a little bit embarrassing, because some people will come to your channel and they'll see one video and they won't look at another video if they don't like it.
The thing about it all, though, Victor, to me, is it's all subjective, right? What might be embarrassing to you and you want to put it on private might not be embarrassing to 1 million people. They might say, wow, this is really great. I love how, the quality is not very good in this, and that is what they're attracted to. I've seen some really crap videos on YouTube with millions upon millions upon millions of views. And, I'm trying to figure out, well, what is it that people are attracted to this video that got it millions of views? The quality of the video is not that good. It's all pixelated or something like that. It must be the way that the people are talking. There's something about it. So my advice to anybody is don't ever delete a video. You're doing the right thing by putting it on private, but at the end of it, all this, on YouTube, people's videos, to me, it's just all subjective, because to some people, you know, they might think it's a crap video, but some people might think it's great, gets a lot of views. There might be just you know, a tidbit of information or something in there that made a lot of people laugh, or, you know, people got entertained from it. So
I think you've got a really good point there, and I've got at least one video that helps prove that point, and I haven't put it on private or deleted it yet because of what you're saying there. It's still obviously given value to a lot of people, even though I'm kind of embarrassed about it. And what I'm embarrassed about it is that it was an older phone that I filmed it with. It's a repair video. It's an older phone, and it was twilight part of the day. I was finishing up the job close to the end of the day. I had to get it done for a customer, and I knew there was some value in that repair. It's something you don't come across very often, and most people don't know how to do it. So I filmed it. Then it turned out that it was a little bit too dark. It was a little bit too shaky. It was the phone was up like this before I started recording, and then I turned it this way like it should be. But since the phone was already recording before I turned it, it still had that opposite a letterbox look to it. So all these visual problems with that video, but yet it still gets a lot of views because people need to know the information that are in that video. So what I have decided to do and still have done is it's still up there for anybody that needs the information and that's enjoying the video, even though I'd prefer that not to be the video that they find me on, or hopefully they don't think that that's all I have on my channel. But until I can find another vehicle that needs that repair and film it better and do a better quality film of it, I'm reluctant to take it down.
yeah, I wouldn't even take it down. I would, if the video's got views, if people are still watching it, regardless of what it looks like, at the end of the day, obviously some people like it. So I would,
Yeah.
you know, I wouldn't even take it down. If you do find, even if you do find another vehicle, you can always, if you, let's say you find another vehicle, you can always use that video to reference to the new video, and vice versa. You could say, I previously did this in an older video, you know, the links in the description box, and in the description box of the old video, you can say, I've done a newer video of this, right? Check it out, you know, because when you post on Twitter, you know, in the part of the description box, the few words, they, you know, they show up. So to see a newer version of this, you know, click this link and go and go and check it out. So you can actually use it, backlinking, and that's what I'm doing with the IAmACreator, you know, YouTube channel. I'm backlinking to people's videos. So people that make a video that want to be featured on there, I'm going to put their YouTube channel in there. But the secret of it is, when the person makes that video and they do the steps that I say in my video, if they do it correctly, so once they've got over talking about IAmACreator, how it can help their channel, how it's helped their channel, how they found James Cox and this, that, and the other, and they start talking about themselves and their own channel, and if they do it correctly and say, please subscribe to the IAmACreator channel and please subscribe to me, you'll find all my links to my YouTube channel and my Twitter account and all my social media links in the description box of this video. That's the key right there. So once people are hooked into the video, what they're doing about the IAmACreator, and they're talking about the IAmACreator, and they tell them all my links are in the description box. So subscribe to the IAmACreator and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, you know, and Facebook. The links are down below in the description box, right? Hopefully, when people hear that message, they'll go and they'll subscribe to that channel. It's called backlinking, and YouTube loves traffic being drawn into it. So it works. There's people telling me they've got hundreds of subscribers by making a video and being featured on the IAmACreator.
I'm glad you mentioned backlinks, because I was talking about that on the St. Enterprises channel the other day. It is a great way for people to support each other in a community like this, is to create backlinks for other people's videos. And when you're out there promoting your own videos and you're leaving links on different platforms, you know, the Google and the YouTube algorithm, they like that too. They like to see traffic coming in from other platforms.
Yep.
But it works so much better when you drop somebody else's link to somebody else's video and say something nice that is helpful to the people that might see that, and to let them know that that video that you dropped a link to might be interesting or helpful to them, and when it's not your own video. Because when you're dropping your own video links and stuff, it can seem a little spammy. And
well, that's the thing. A lot of people don't like people self-promoting, right? They don't. Oh, self-promoting again. You know, I'm sick and tired of seeing this guy. So that was the whole idea behind the hashtag IAmACreator. It was for others to tweet out other people's videos. So in theory, basically, we go back to the hashtag pay it forward thing again. You're paying it forward to others by sharing their video links out. They're coming to you and they're sharing your videos. You know, that's why we say,
and that
watch the video in full, like the video, share the video, share it on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whichever one, but please share it. And also, you're sharing it by creating a playlist on your channel and put that video on that playlist. And by doing so, you'll get people, you know, coming to your channel and, you know, to others if they're doing it for you. And you
have the opposite effect of like we were talking about, where it seems, if you're self-promoting, if it seems self-serving and self-promoting, you have the opposite effect that when you're out there promoting other people's stuff. Plus, it makes you feel better. I mean, it makes you feel a lot better to go out there and promote other people's stuff and create those backlinks to other people's channels and other people's stuff. Whereas, you know, you may feel a little uncomfortable going out there promoting your own stuff. You don't have that discomfort feeling when you're helping somebody else grow their channel and creating those backlinks to other channels in the community.
Right. Yeah.
So it's another benefit to doing it is the way it makes you feel.
Yep. All right. Well, I've been on here an hour. I'm going to get off. I've got some stuff that I've got to do. I greatly appreciate you coming on here today, Victor. It's been good chatting with you.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's been great. I'm glad, and the topic was really good too. I'm glad you picked the topic. It's great to go over the equipment and stuff, and their place and their role in the channel, which I think we've established is no more important than all these other things. Like I said, when I was talking about the other thing, balance. It's all about balance. You balance this stuff out. You don't have to have an overwhelming amount of equipment or anything. We were doing most of the stuff we're doing now that's better in our content and on our channel. We could have done long before I had the nice Nikon, long before I had this nicer laptop, before I had this nice Logitech, and even the DaVinci software that I have now is
that DaVinci. That's what I meant to ask you. Is that DaVinci Resolve that you're using?
It is. It's DaVinci Resolve 15, and it's the free version. Okay. And the only reason I haven't gone to the paid version yet is because I haven't mastered quite all of the things that the free version will do yet.
And you're using an i7 laptop with how much memory in it? 8 gigabyte, did you say?
It's the i7 processor, 8th generation, and it's 8 gigabyte RAM.
And it runs okay on that laptop?
Oh gosh, it runs phenomenal. I've had DaVinci rendering a video that I edited that's over 20 something minutes long with all kinds of crazy stuff in it, and be watching 3 different channels videos, and I have like 24 tabs open for all the various, you know, Amazon from my affiliate links, and
Wow.
my blog, and whatever I was doing on Twitter and all that, so I don't lose my place. All the different things I was doing for the various channel promotions and stuff, and the learning videos. We got to constantly be learning, constantly be watching and learning videos and stuff to constantly be Excelsior, you know, and improving the quality for my channels, and constantly interjecting more good habits in your life, so you don't have any time for any bad habits. You
Right.
know.
So yeah, that's interesting to know that DaVinci Resolve, you're saying, runs, you know, the unpaid version runs perfect. It runs nice and smooth on a just an i7 8th generation with 8 GB of RAM.
There is still the problem with that I've had with every editor that I've ever had, is that if you're not in the habit of save, the one time that you haven't saved for a long time, and this has only happened to me twice with DaVinci this entire year. It used to happen a lot with Windows Movie Maker, but DaVinci not so much. But it did happen 2 times, and both times was when I was falling out of the habit of hitting save on my project.
Oh,
And it locked up during the rendering process.
okay.
And one of those videos, I lost most of
Do you
my.
think that was because you wasn't saving it then using DaVinci Resolve? You wasn't saving everything before you started doing the rendering?
It seems that way, but that's probably like saying I wasn't wearing my lucky sock.
Okay.
But it does seem that way, because before then I had been saving frequently, and then that one time I got complacent, thinking, "Nah, this thing's never locked up," and I wasn't saving frequently. I only saved a couple times during that project, and sure enough, it locked up,
Yeah.
and I lost about half my work in that project and had to start over in the middle. And then
All right.
I had a similar problem when the other time it locked up, but other than that, it's never locked up, and I'm back to saving very frequently during my project, and it's not giving me any trouble at all.
Cool. All right.
And
Well, I got to get off. I want to
okay,
thank you. I want to thank you for coming here. I greatly appreciate it. Got a
well,
thunderstorm
thank you
coming
for
through
having
here.
the stream.
You're welcome. I want to thank everybody that joined us in the live stream. Thank you so much for being here. And I will catch you guys all later. So remember, guys, hashtag always be amazing, hashtag always be awesome, and always be hashtag I'm a creator. Until next time, take care.